Where'd you go?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Uh-oh, I forgot to change the thingy. Game capture, game capture. Alright. Do we have all of our audio? It looks like we do. Cool. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the internet. Did you know that Wikipedia.com is not a valid source? That's
You're
what
not my
they taught
seventh
me.
grade teacher.
Wikipedia.com is not a valid email or not valid website.
That's what they taught me in middle school.
It's wikipedia.org.
You cannot use Wikipedia to write your paper.
Correct.
Anyway, we're playing PowerWash Sim because I hate myself. Oh, the Caldera
Don't hate
Chronicles are
yourself,
out.
AWOL.
Oh my
Instead,
god!
just say
That's been out.
soju.
Yeah, that's the one we didn't do.
Alright. Vague, don't touch any ladders.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know the rules.
You literally cannot let me touch a ladder.
Is this some kind of gang symbol? Where's Foxy? Oh,
Here.
I was like, I didn't see you, like, pop in, and I was like, oh no, we lost them. They're gone. Yeah, that would be pretty bad, like, in a full VR, like, Matrix situation if you get lost in the loading screen. Like, your game crashing during the load-up sequence. Not a huge deal. Game crashing during load-up
Unless
sequence
you're in the Matrix.
when you're in the Matrix. Kind of a really big problem.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen the first one?
Any of them, yeah.
I mean, not seeing the other ones, sure. They're good, but like, I could get that. It's strange that you haven't seen even the very first one.
Movie illiterate.
Have you tried watching it?
No.
No. Well, see, that's the problem. You haven't tried.
But I don't wanna.
No. Well, see, that's the problem. You should want to.
Pat.
So did you hear that our president will be addressing the nation at 9 o'clock?
Hey, my
Did you say
president.
1 o'clock?
9.
Oh.
Like, he could stay up until 1 a.m. I can barely stay up until 1 a.m. And I'm a third of his age.
I'm always up at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird if Vague is not up at 1 a.m.
What time do you go to bed?
2:30ish.
What time do
Yeah,
you get up?
Whenever I get up.
Noonish.
Oh my god.
I worked vampire hours for a long time.
To be fair, here that's also only 9 in Arizona.
Hmm. I was talking to a recruiter on the phone today, and they were asking most of their usual questions. But they were also asking questions about like trying to get a feel for what I know by asking like what I've worked on, as they do, right?
And you're like, I can't tell you.
And I'm like, I have to find a way to answer this question without throwing myself in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because, rules?
Mm-hmm.
Some very powerful people would be very angry.
I coded code in a language for a project that I legally can't talk about. Otherwise, they will straight up throw me in jail and you may end up in a CIA black site.
Damn, not that far. More like I'll get fired.
And blacklisted.
And lose your security clearance and
all that fun stuff.
And to top it all off, just to spite you, they'll say you violated Medicaid laws and they'll blacklist you from ever working at a company that deals with Medicaid or Medicare.
The whole idea is that you look for a job while you have a job.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have some ability to be like, I don't know, this seems like a shit job. I mean, my job is shit.
But is it shitter than the shit job I have now?
Exactly. You get to play the game of, what scale of shit are we talking here?
Mm-hmm.
There was a job for NASDAQ
Why?
that reached out to me. And I really only heard them out because the pay was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking like 180 a year starting.
Mm-hmm.
But they ended up coming back and being like, yeah, so unfortunately, you have 6 years of experience. And ordinarily, given that your experience fits their job description perfectly, they would be willing to hire you anyway. However,
how much experience do they want?
They want 8 to 10.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And they said, however, normally 6 would be fine. Just from like, well, you have everything, like you have a lot of experience in things that we want. The fact that you have less years is not a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, but the team you'll be working for, we just hired 3 people in a position where you will be leading them, and they all have 10 years of experience. And they were not comfortable with hiring someone with 6 years of experience to be in charge of a bunch of guys with 10 years of experience.
I mean, I guess
stupid.
that makes sense.
And they were also just like, this is finance. If you bring in a guy with 6 years of experience in finance to lead a bunch of people with 10 years of experience, it's going to cause problems.
Yeah. And
because
confirmed.
people in finance have big fucking heads.
They really do.
It doesn't matter what their job is. Like, even the fucking janitors in the fucking Wall Street have an ego. Like,
And confirm.
everybody has an ego in finance.
I applied for a job today that the starting range was between 70 and 90.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're sorry, but we will not hire women for this position.
Oh, no. See, that would require them communicating to me at all.
Ah. You threw your application into the black hole.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. We've all done it.
I did get an email. I got the, blanket confirmation email. We have received your application.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Which sometimes I don't even get that. And I did, one of the things I applied to through LinkedIn, I got confirmation that my resume was actually viewed. So,
Yeah, right now, with the part where I am in my career, having places be like, hey, you seem like a good fit for this job is not hard.
Yeah.
Unlike when I was, like, getting started. Like, that was the hard part, is getting them to even, like, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk to me, and they'll call me up, and we'll have conversations about what I know and what I have experience with, and yada, yada, yada. And then I won't hear anything. And occasionally they'll call me back and be like, yeah, we went with somebody else, sorry.
I occasionally get form emails for that. See, so, okay, here's the deal with this job in particular. Responsibilities. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 responsibilities listed.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I have 4 years of experience in. The second one I have 4 years of experience in. The third one I have 3 years of experience in. 4 years of experience. 4 years of experience. 4 years of experience. But then you come to the requirements. Oh no, okay, so they also list core competencies, advanced Excel skills, got that.
Mm-hmm.
Project management and multitasking, got that. Cross-functional collaboration, cool. Communication excellence, cool. But then you come to the requirements. Bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, economics, or similar field. Nope.
Yeah, companies are a pain
So
in the
they
ass
won't
about that.
ever talk to me. Even though the other requirements they're looking for, they're only looking for somebody with 2 years of experience.
Yeah, but you don't have the magic piece of paper.
Exactly. So fuck me.
It's like, this person wrote the programming language that your entire project is written in. That they created that language.
Yep.
But they don't have a master's in computer theory. So you won't even look at their resume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I've heard that story on multiple
occasions.
occasions.
And their stupid hiring requirements.
I'm pretty sure it has literally happened.
Recruiters.
Where the person who wrote the library
that has
for
happened.
a tech-
Vague has told me that story.
It has happened.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember hearing stories. The person that wrote the library was asked to have 4 years of experience, and they're like, I wrote it. It's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Or another one was they specifically crafted a job application or a job opening for a like actual rock star programmer that they wanted on their team, and the HR rejected him from the application. And the guy, the manager of the program, was like, C-suite, he's like, guys, they fucked this up. He already was like, yeah, if you guys don't want me, and then he went to a different project, and he's like, you need to deal with fucking HR. They just fucked us. And they C-suite looked into HR and then just fired everybody because they fucked up so many things.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with having somebody who's not in the department do the hiring.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really not
Because
that
you don't
difficult,
fully
guys.
understand. Like, yeah, you can spell out on paper what you want, but that doesn't. That you don't know if you're not in it, then you're not going to know what's actually needed.
Right. You're just missing context is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone can say, well, someone on the team can say, we want someone with 4 years of C++ experience, right? But you're completely missing the context of why they want that and what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are definitely people that only have 2 or 3 years of experience that might work. But you're just going to throw all their resumes in the bin.
And there's probably people with 8 years of experience that wouldn't.
Right. Because you don't have any context. I don't know exactly how it works at my company, but I know that we are involved in the hiring process
I
at
mean,
different
yeah, that
phases.
you're involved, but it's after HR has gone through and been like, okay, well, here's some candidates for you that looked good based on what you told me.
Right. We do all of the interviewing, at least.
Hmm.
HR doesn't do any of that.
My last Ooh, wait, no. My last job, um, I had like an intro, like just like a 5-10 minute phone call with HR, basically just to make sure I wasn't a psychopath.
Hmm.
And then I had a actual interview with somebody who was in the department. It was
Yeah.
weird though, because so it was a accounts payable job,
Hmm.
and my first two interviews were with like staff accountants
Hmm.
who are technically a separate department.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I guess, well, so they emphasize because it's a fully remote um, company that they need to make sure I'm a good team fit, not just that you're like a good fit for the position.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Because I had my little,
Communication skills are way more important, too.
yeah, I had like a mini interview with HR, and then I had two with staff accountants, and one with a coworker. I didn't even actually interview with my boss. And the coworker I interviewed with is the one who recommended me for the job.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think HR at most should be there just to eliminate like obvious people who will definitely not work. Like, somebody who's a North Korean, one of those North Koreans that gets tech jobs and steals tech secrets and money, and then works the job to send the money back to North Korea.
Or, much simpler and more common things like people who have a history in finance who are applying for jobs in, I don't know, engineering.
Diane, you're not from North Korea. Your grandparent is from North Korea. I think. I feel like I remember you saying that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Diane.
Oh, yeah.
She's a quarter North Korean.
AKA Korean.
But are you sending money to North Korea? Because that's the part that he was focusing on.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the field I work in, we've had pretty good luck training people to do the job rather than people who come from the background.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you're a good personality fit and you're like a good worker, like the rest of it you can train and you can
Yeah,
get
and
very
that's
proficient in
depending on
6
the
months.
job. Depending on the job, that works very well, but not always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
not
really
always.
depends. Like, you can do that for some things. And as long as they're proficient in basic knowledge, you can usually just train the specialized stuff. Like, as long as a person knows how to code on a fundamental level, but they don't know Java, and you're hiring them for like a staff or even a senior position, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But like, if you're hiring a forklift driver and the person that shows up is a truck driver, those
A
are
little bit
not
different.
the same skill set. Like, I'm not going to say that a truck driver can't drive a forklift. I am, however, going to say, I don't know, man. I might need you to prove it to me. Like, do you have
Yeah.
your certifications? It really depends. And a lot
Driving
of
a
office
forklift
jobs
is
are
fun.
pretty transferable. Like
And see,
sending
but
emails is the same no matter where you are.
that's the thing is nobody cares about the transferable skills during the hiring process.
No, you're right. You're right. It is a problem. And I agree. I think that HR should be just doing the step one of screening for the obvious no way
Mm-hmm.
resumes.
Not this person doesn't match one minor thing, so they're out.
Right.
You mean you don't have 25 years of experience in accounting for an entry-level position?
You
Right,
say
you're out.
that, but I saw something the other day that was an entry level position making like 55 as a staff accountant, and they wanted 8 years of experience.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
saw one company. Oh god, I just deleted it not that long ago. I had a picture of it because they shot back and they were like, "Yeah, we can offer like such and such, such and such," and it was a senior software position, and they were offering like 80,000 a year,
Yeah.
What?
and I was like, "Are you insane?"
Definitely not going for H-1Bs. Definitely not.
Like nobody's going to take that deal.
I mean, honestly, it sounds like a job they wanted H-1Bs for.
Probably. Probably.
Fortunately, I don't have to deal with a ton of that. Not so common in accounting.
Yeah, but I make like 120 right now. I mean, I'll take a slight pay cut if the company is like good
Yeah.
and there's like other notable improvements. Like money's not the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
not going to go from
not a third.
120 to 80.
Yeah.
That's 40 grand a year. I don't care if like you're offering a lifelong go fuck yourself in the ass pension. Like I
Oh,
won't be
that
able to pay
pension will
my
not be there when
bills.
you retire.
Mm-hmm.
Given where I live, I won't be able to pay bills on that. There was another that asked me to move to Austin, Texas. And I was like, no thanks.
In Austin school.
No
Texas, not so much.
thanks.
But you did just buy a house, so.
Yeah.
Is there any way to move these, I want to say flaps, that's not the right word, on the airplane wing here? I'm missing.
The ailerons? I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that's
literally
the
wing
word.
flaps.
Yeah, the
They say wing
ailerons.
flap. No.
God damn it. Literally, AWOL shows up, sprays one thing of water, and it's like, ding, sprays another
Mm-hmm.
water, ding.
Sometimes it's just the game being dumb. I had to spread some grass seed, and I'm hoping that it rains tonight because I don't have a hose in my front yard. So I have to bring the hose all the way from the backyard. It's
Have you
supposed to
considered
rain.
purchasing a second hose?
I gotta run a fucking pipe.
Oh,
But there's only the one spout spigot on the back. That's it.
That's stupid.
There's a lot of stupid things about this house. I mean, there's a
How
lot of
old is
things I
that house?
like.
It's not that old, is it?
50s.
Okay.
It was totally renovated, but 50s.
Yeah.
yeah, the last couple places I've lived before this had very dirty power, so audio stuff would always get interference.
Damn it. I see the spot that I missed. I'm an idiot and I fell. There we go.
What the shit?
Who put red paint all over the door? Jake, who put
Fucking
red
out of
paint?
nowhere, I almost get hit in the head with a gnome.
Big, why is there red paint all over the door?
I have permitted Diane's message.
Oh, was it not?
Yeah.
I can't see
Automod
them
was like,
in the multi-chat.
Yeah. Automod was like, Diane is not allowed to say hoes.
It's really annoying.
You know what's funny? I think it has a 99% false positive rate
It definitely does.
for most
And
chats.
the biggest problem is that the multi-chat, which has YouTube and Twitch, does not show me stuff like that.
Yeah, because they don't want you to stream on both.
Well, fuck you then. If Twitch didn't want
Yeah.
me to stream on both, maybe they shouldn't be such a shit company.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Have you tried getting your dick out of your ass?
I mean, it's a company
I mean,
problem
if you
just
can
because...
put your own dick in your own ass.
I saw somebody do that.
God damn it. Somehow I knew AWOL was going to say that.
I did. It was not that long ago. I didn't believe it was possible. And then I saw a video of someone doing it, like a couple of months ago. Well, the problem isn't just the length. The problem is that you need the length while flaccid. In order for it to bend. It was crazy.
Fair.
I was flabbergasted. I think I
reply,
retweeted it.
Are you laughing at Diane?
Yeah, Diane's reply. Ooh, impressive. Good thing my kids are asleep.
I am not responsible for any of that. I have made it abundantly clear that that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that doesn't listen to the 18 plus rule. That's your problem.
Diane is a rebel without a cause. It's a good movie. You know, Marlon Brando was simultaneously one of the greatest of all time, so simultaneously also being absolutely batshit insane.
Mm. You know who else is batshit insane?
Many
A lot of people.
Peter Thiel, Curtis Yarvin, Elon Musk.
Yep.
J.D.
You know
Vance.
what's funny? For every, like, one thing they have, like, a profound insight on, it's like the other 9 are completely incorrect.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
Well, that's the problem.
Fair.
The problem is that people like Curtis Yarvin and Peter Thiel, they will get one thing right. They'll get one thing really right and make a fuckload of money on it, right? And then they just assume that, okay, well, that applies to everything now. And it fucking doesn't. It doesn't work that way. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs. Motherfucker thought, I don't need cancer meds.
I can do the absolute worst possible thing in my situation and just go on a fruit-only diet.
That will definitely save my life.
Like,
From the
literally, if
cancer.
he had stuck with his current diet and done nothing, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Literally doing nothing was the better option.
Steve Jobs is a great example. Just because he had an extremely curable form of cancer that was caught early. His chances were very high. But because he was such an idiot,
96%.
he died. And he didn't have to. He
One
could
of
have
my mom's
lived.
cousins is kind of doing that.
You could have just not, man. You know, Mr. Jobs, all of these people that tell you these things are grifters, right? They don't actually believe it. For the most part. They're just
I
lying
was
to
going to
you.
say some of them do.
I mean, President Trump went and got a COVID vaccine and then turned around and said, don't get the COVID vaccine. But he still got it. RFK Jr. has all of his shots, but he goes on and on and on about all the bullshit. You have benefited from a society in which medicine has saved your life.
Whether you were the one taking it or not.
Pretty much.
Called herd immunity.
Ugh. They stopped testing for smallpox today, or yesterday.
Huh. Can't say how that could go wrong.
So my understanding from what I read is that the U.S. has effectively completely eliminated smallpox. I mean, most of the world has, for that matter. Like, the vast majority of the world does not have smallpox anymore.
Almost completely eliminated several things, and now some of them have come back.
Yes. The whole reason why they regularly check for smallpox is because sometimes shit happens. And the only organization that keeps a large supply of smallpox vaccines around is the U.S. Army. For somewhat obvious reasons.
Yeah, the crazy part to me is every few years you read about somebody going through an old lab, whether it's a college or a research institute or somewhere, and they're like, oh, hey, I just found a sample of a vial that's labeled smallpox, or my favorite is, it's completely unlabeled. Can we get the CDC out here to figure out what the fuck this is? And then, oh yeah, there was a smallpox sample that was, lost, considering the only samples of several diseases are only supposed to be stored at the Vector Institute in Russia and the CDC.
Mm-hmm. And there's a handful of things that are stored at that chemical weapons and bioweapons lab that the U.S. runs.
Definitely nobody else runs any bioweapons labs.
No, I'm sure that there
Of course
are.
not.
But I mean, that's one of those places that... I mean, the whole point of the lab is we're going to fuck around with these bioweapons and chemical weapons so that we can hopefully figure out how they work. And then maybe less people will die.
Yeah.
But, like, it's one of the most heavily guarded locations on planet Earth.
Yep. It's just like my favorite joke about nuclear power plants is somebody's like, if you jumped into the water in a power plant, would you die? And the person was like, yeah, you'd die of lead. And they're like, wait, what? It's like, before you'd make it there, they'd shoot you to death.
Yeah. You know, the Department of Energy has troops, right?
Yeah. Their sole purpose is to stop that from happening. And they have automated systems nobody else uses to prevent that from happening. And they specifically instruct local responders that if you don't have the phrase of the time for the trip, don't even try to assist or approach. Just stay back. You will die. They basically have the same weapons purchase
question.
policy as special forces. Whatever they want, they're able to purchase and use.
To answer the question, though, you would probably be fine.
Yes.
I mean, the pool is very large, and radiation doesn't really move that great through water.
Yep.
It's one of the reasons why they use it, why they do it. Now, if you started
One of those
swimming down,
things-
that would very quickly become a problem.
What are those things like the old people cleaning up the radiation in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That they're gonna probably die before they would have any adverse effects anyway.
Right.
Yeah. They're already old enough that
Yeah.
they probably already have some cancer and it's not going to make it any worse.
Yeah.
And they will die long before any big effects come on if they were exposed enough.
I mean, shit, I remember when the Ukraine wars first started. Early on, there was a story about a village where the older people in the village were going out into the forest to forage for food. The forest that was full of landmines. Because they figured if they stepped on a landmine, I'm already 70.
To be fair, they're probably among the people most knowledgeable to do foraging anyway.
This is true.
Yeah, I remember early on in the war, Russia dug defensive emplacements near Chernobyl and it's like,
In the
oh,
fucking
no.
forest.
Yeah, they
They
dug out the soil and
trenches in the
everyone's like,
fucking forest where you're not supposed to bring a shovel at all.
yeah. Basically, everyone who did that is probably going to be dead in like 15 years or less.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them are already dead.
I mean, bullets do kill faster.
Well, that's true. But digging in the fucking Crimson Forest is a good way to end up dead at a very young age.
Yep. Because that's straight into your lungs.
The best part is all of the scientists that kept trying to get the soldiers to stop doing stupid shit. And they
Yep.
just kept doing it anyway.
Yep. I mean, Russia's military is so bad. They have their own unique word and form of hazing that other militaries don't have. And the hazing is so bad and brutal that there actually is an organization specifically designed to try to stamp it out, which doesn't do a very good job.
Well, of course not. That kind of thing only stops when everybody actually wants it to stop.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really work for it. Yeah, dying of radiation poisoning is not a good way to go.
Would not be
Ebola.
my preferred method, no.
You know, all your cell walls start breaking down. Your cells start merging into each other. Your organs start to, like, stitch themselves together. Your flesh starts melting into a pool of liquid. It's not great. It's pretty bad. That guy that was standing next to the fucking demon core, I don't know why he didn't just fucking end it. I mean, I know that he wanted him to be studied, you know? But, like, you don't need your brain intact to be studied for radiation poisoning. It was bad. We learned a very important lesson that day. Don't get radiation poisoning.
Radiation, bad.
Just don't.
So hear me out. What if we prevented radiation from space by building a giant layer of water around the planet?
Where would we
Vague-
get that water?
Vague, I'm gonna hit you. That's already how it works.
That was the joke. What if we could build something that gets even more of it?
I mean, it's not just water, but that's already how it works.
Yes.
We already don't have enough water.
Well, we have plenty of water.
Well,
It's
we
just-
don't have enough fresh water.
Yeah, fresh water. We got plenty of water. It's just we can't
Yeah.
use it without dealing with the other problems first, which in turn create even further problems.
It's a very serious problem for a theoretical Mars mission. Is the how do we keep our astronauts from getting cancer?
Well, one of the more ingenious ones was, what if we used some of the waste product to insulate the ship from the radiation?
I mean, that could work, but the recyclers that they use for these things are pretty efficient. And everything that you choose not to recycle very quickly adds to weight.
We need to discover the obelisk so we can just immediately go to faster than light travel.
Wouldn't
I
that
mean,
be nice?
beep, boop, beep. I
It'd
am a
have to
human.
be something like the ship starts out with regular water in the hull and uses a section at a time for whatever the crew's needs are. And then as that section clears out, you could put pee in it.
Potentially. You could potentially make something like that.
Not ideal, I'm sure.
Now, the question then becomes, how do you get the radiation out? You're going to have
Yeah.
to keep cycling the liquid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the radiation will just keep going up over time.
Yeah.
I know that the Avatar movies do a really good job, the James Cameron ones,
I figured.
with explaining some of the issues, or like taking the time to design ships that actually make sense. For example, the spaceships have these enormous heat radiators that are multiple times the size of the ship itself, that are just there because
So everybody doesn't freeze to death.
well, so everybody doesn't like the ship doesn't catch fire because of the engines. The heat the engines puts off has to go somewhere. Otherwise, the crew will cook alive on the inside of the ship. Because when you're in no atmosphere, it doesn't just dissipate into the air.
Yeah.
You have to
Makes
actually
sense.
like do something with it. Not that heat doesn't leach into the vacuum of space. It's just inefficient. So, and this is a thing on rockets and the space shuttles and such, because this is one of the things they had to figure out. And the ISS has it too. You have to move the heat around and spread it out so that it can dissipate.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, in Avatar 2, I think, when the ships show up, they deploy these massive radiators. Like, they're enormous. Yeah. I don't know how the ISS does it. I think that they have tubes running along the hull that are full of some chemical. can't remember what it is. And they just spread the heat around and then it naturally dissipates very slowly, but I don't know exactly. All that to say, space travel, really fucking hard. It is not easy. There are a lot of problems that all basically boil down to how do we keep the people inside from dying?
Makes sense.
Did you guys, either of you, ever read the some of the funnier Apollo mission logs?
Sorry, what mission logs?
You
The
could
Apollo
have
mission
left
logs.
funnier out and still no.
Have you just tried not dying? No. There's a bunch of silly ones. I can't remember which Apollo mission it was. It might have been the one with Neil and Buzz. But they were giving their mission report and they stopped and they were like, what the hell is that? And then another guy says, it's not one of mine. And Mission Control's like, what are you talking about? Right? And one of them shit and it did not seal the bag correctly. And the turd was just floating through the capsule.
God.
Because they were just pooping in bags for a week, basically.
Yep.
And you
I still think my favorite astronaut troll was the guy who's like, space isn't terrifying at all until, Jones says, let me in, let me in. And then you see Jones next to him. He's like, don't let me in. That's not me.
That was a real astronaut that said that.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yep. Makes me chuckle every time I see them reposted.
Or that one time, that one really famous astronaut on the ISS smuggled a gorilla suit
Yep.
into space. That shit was funny.
Don't they closely monitor what you take with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But it's like anything.
Churlish shenanigans.
It's like anything. You can get away with a lot as long as you know the right people.
Fair.
And you know the procedures.
And you know the procedures. It's like you're allowed a certain amount of personal items.
Mm-hmm.
And if you talk to the right guy, you can be like, hey, I want to do a really funny prank. Can we do this? And if it's the right guy and he likes you, you might get away with it.
And it still fits you're under your weight limit or whatever.
Yep. Cup. Cricket cup. I'm not going to tell them the cricket story. If you want to tell the cricket story, you can tell the cricket story.
Diane, tell us the cricket story.
If you tell the cricket story, I will ban you. I'm kidding. I don't actually care. When I got to work today, there was a styrofoam cup upside down on my desk with a post-it note that said, open at your own or lift at your own risk. There's a bug underneath.
That's funny.
Did Diane put it there?
Yes.
That's just like,
was there a bug?
No. There was a plastic
duck. It's just
duck.
like Arrested Development. And the guy pulls out a bag from the fridge that says, dead dove, don't open. And he opens it, and he's like, I don't know what I expected.
Oh my god, is that why that's a fucking thing?
Yes. That's what that's from.
Because I see that on fan fiction all the time. Dead dove, do not eat.
Yep, that was it.
And I'm like,
Not
what?
open.
What?
Yep.
It's like when you watch JoJo for the first time, and you're like, oh my god. This is where all the memes come from.
Yep.
This JoJo is just full of them. Alright. Favorite anime trope? And I'm only saying this because it just came to mind. It's the one where someone punches a guy so hard that it goes back to the manga. Where it's drawn like the manga and it doesn't have any color.
Oh.
It happens in One Piece.
God damn it.
I think it might happen in JoJo. At least once. I love that shit. Yeah, happy April Fools. Haha, you got me. I wasn't gonna take a chance on a bug.
It's my dad's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I am not a fan of April Fools anymore just because pranks tend to be mean-spirited and they aren't like funny pranks anymore for the most part.
Yeah, every now and then. I mean, the cricket one was funny.
There was a good one. Did I share that? I think I posted that in here, right? Yeah.
I thought the cricket joke was funny. I was annoyed, but it was still funny.
The thing I posted before the smoothies in the memes channel. Don't know why I posted the smoothies in the memes channel.
Reserved for Mr. Fart.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people just like take pranks way too far. It's like blow off your friend's hand. Ha, I got you. You don't got fingers anymore. It's like, I need those to work.
I immediately go to the Family Guy prank where they put the Ark of the Covenant in Meg's locker.
God damn it.
And she opens the locker and all her skin gets melted away, like Indiana Jones style. And she's like, oh, thanks, guys.
Yep.
And they're like, haha, Meg can't even handle God's love. No biggie. It's just the Ark of the Covenant. There are top men.
Top men.
What a great joke. Beep, 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 boop.
What the f*** are you marking? So confused.
Fucking window. There we go. God damn it, there's so many like bullshit little corners on this fucking map.
Yep.
Oh, I had it for a second. Fuck, where'd it go? That thing.
Finally. Alright, if anybody else ever builds a cabin with a plane in it, I will just kill them.
Give me one moment.
Why would you want that?
What about a craftsman?
A what?
It's another style of house.
What is that?
A craftsman?
Yeah.
It's a style of house that was popular in like the 20s.
I have probably seen it.
Yes, very likely.
Oh, it's almost time for the primetime address. Come on, AWOL. I'm sure I know. I just have to look at one.
There you go. I have several.
Yes, I am aware of that. I don't know the names of these things. I know nothing about that. Oh god, it's Rue. He's angry.
What?
Oh god.
I think the neighbors are making noise, and he does not appreciate it.
Apparently I upset Rue. Through sheer ignorance. I'd like to meet the person who was like, man, we just need a really big dump truck. That would solve all of our problems if we just had a truck that was 40 feet tall. And the guy was like, yeah, alright, we can do that. What a fucking lunatic. Ugh. Beep, 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 beep. Ba, 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 ba.
I returned.
Hello.
Rue required somebody to tell him it's okay. I went and told Rue he's okay.
The neighbor's making noise.
Yeah, probably somebody down the street.
Heard somebody yell yesterday.
Yeah. People can be noisy.
That they can be.
Especially our next door neighbors.
Yep.
Someone 3 houses down sneezes and Rue goes on the fucking warpath.
I mean, basically, yes.
Like, how dare they exist
Which,
anywhere?
I mean, he lived for the first 4 years of his life in a condo. You would think he'd be used to it. No.
He still gets very upset. Hey, well, did you see the game that lets you create a room with shelves of your Steam games on it?
I heard about it, yes.
Are you going to stream it when it goes live?
I don't know. I could. Depending on how much they charge for it, I might grab it.
Sweet.
If it's like less than $5.
I'm waiting for your Death Stranding 2 playthrough. I'm ready for your honest AWOL tier critique.
Yeah, we'll get to it. It would be easier if I didn't have to work a full-time job, but, you know. Got bills to
I
pay.
can call your place of employment and say you actually really only can say soju outside of work.
Boxy, I can see the spinning thing through the floor. And I looked up and I just saw a disc. Like it looked like a fucking UFO.
So the question is, AWOL, did you feel more like Fox Mulder or did you feel more like a Dana Scully?
Probably Mulder.
Mulder.
That checks out.
Yo, my favorite part about the X-Files is how close he gets in the first, like, 3 episodes. And then never gets that close ever again.
And then anytime he actually gets to the root of anything, immediately the aliens are like, yeah, we're gonna abduct you on the ship now. You know too much.
Yep.
And then the one time Mulder could have changed the state of an intergalactic war. We never find out what happened. And then they fucking left us on a goddamn plot thread with the final series. And I'm like, all right, I am now very upset.
Yeah. X-Files is great if you just take it one episode at a time, but if you give any shits about, like, the world, then you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, one of the Monster of the Week episodes, in I think it was the last season they made, was so insanely good. It was like one of the best episodes in the series, and I would probably say one of the best TV episodes of all time. It was so funny. Yeah, X-Files' highs are very, very high.
Oh, yeah. Star Trek Deep Space Nine and the Pale Moonlight is the best episode of Star Trek. I know that.
Yep.
I won't even accept arguments to the contrary. Because
I
in the
don't
Pale
have a
Moonlight is so
specific
good.
episode in mind, but I'm sure I disagree.
TNG has some really good ones.
I was talking to a friend of mine who really likes Star Trek. Like, okay, what are the worst episodes of Star Trek? Not the best.
The original series.
Most of them are in the original series, Voyager and Enterprise.
Voyager didn't have that many bad episodes.
Voyager has a lot of bad episodes.
I will give you Enterprise, even though I liked it.
Yeah, and I'm not
there.
counting anything after that. Anything that came out newer after Enterprise, I'm excluding all of that because Star Trek Picard easily wins as worst.
Obviously, you should watch Section 31. You may change your mind.
Is that even worse?
Yeah, it's so bad. It's like Zoomer TikTok meme humor for the entire fucking movie that was supposed to be like a backdoor pilot.
I hate that.
It was not great.
What about that Starfleet Academy show? Is that also bad?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad.
Okay.
Because
Because
the newest thing I've seen, so I don't know.
the problem that I had was it was one of those shows that really leaned into the like wokeism culture. And as soon as a
I
show does that,
mean, Star Trek is pretty woke.
yes, but there's a difference between being politically woke, quote unquote, and like progressive, and being like, it's the first gay Klingon on television. Like you're clearly doing this for brownie points, not because you actually care.
Fair.
You know? And the problem is that whenever a show does something like that, it doesn't make. I mean, I'm not like a right wing fucking whack job. It doesn't make the show unwatchable. The problem is, it becomes impossible to have actually relevant discourse.
Yep.
So
How
I want to
so?
know, like, is the show actually bad?
Yeah.
Or are right wing whack jobs just saying it's bad because gay Klingon?
I
like-
honestly think the writing.
Why
of the
does that
show-
make it impossible to have good discourse?
Because
Yeah,
they scream.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
you find the people who are not screaming that.
Yeah, I personally think the writing on the show is very cliche in a bad way. Like, it's very, I don't want to say preachy because that isn't it either, but it's very much, it just tells you how you should feel rather than the old Trek where it presented you with an event that happened and, you know,
And
it
then
kind of
credits.
pointed you towards, you know, what the characters would think, but you were left to make your own decision on, you know, what you took from the episode. And the writing
Good
is
Star
very-
Trek respects the viewer's intelligence.
Yeah.
If you have to tell someone how to feel, then you have failed.
Yeah.
What are you
let me
even
ask you this.
spraying? Because right now it looks like you're spraying the air.
There's still a bunch of stuff here.
Let me ask you this. How many episodes into Starfleet Academy before the Kobayashi Maru?
I didn't see it, and I was on episode. No, I think it was episode 1. I think had it.
Okay.
Had a
So at
no-win
least they have that.
situation that they won.
I think the best example of the Kobayashi Maru is Star Trek TNG.
I don't know what that means.
The Kobayashi Maru is a test from the original Star Trek that is basically, it's an unwinnable event, right?
Yep.
The whole point is to teach Starfleet officers that you can't always win.
Okay.
There's just sometimes you just lose.
Yep. And there are a couple ways to actually technically win it that don't involve cheating. But
Yes, there
It's
there
very
have been
obscure
other
knowledge.
cases
yeah.
where it has happened. And it
Yeah.
basically just boils down to, like, we need to teach officers that
Sometimes you're going to fail.
sometimes you're going to fail, and sometimes the people you're trying to save or protect will die. And
Yep.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And that doesn't
That's just
automatically
life.
mean it's your fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the whole thing
Yeah, I
about
remember-
Kirk is that Kirk was, like, the first person to beat the Kobayashi Maru
By cheating.
by cheating. And
Checks out.
it plays into his whole philosophy as a character that there are no unwinnable situations. How the fuck did I end up over here? I was
hold
all
there.
the way over here,
That thing is broken. It just randomly steals people.
and it just grabbed me.
Fuck, that was funny.
But yes, that's
Yeah.
the whole idea, is that it is an intentional training exercise to teach prospective officers that you can just lose and people just die. It happens.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Was it Riker whose solution to the Kobayashi Maru was just immediately blow up a civilian ship because he's like, it's a trap, and no matter what happens, they're gonna suffer. So he just blew up the ship.
It might have been Riker that did that. I know one of them, their solution was to challenge the Klingon captain to a duel.
Yep. I want to say it was Sulu, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember. And that one, like that one works as a solution.
Yep.
You just have to win the duel. But at least
Yeah,
nobody dies.
I think what he did is he challenged him to a duel, and then he told the rest of the crew to rescue the civilians, and then just leave him, just go.
Right.
Then somebody else, I think the one with the Romulans, they were just like, there was some super old, like ancient, obscure Romulan rule that they could go on the ship and have the discussion or something like that on what to do, and neither party could attack until after the discussion was done or something along those lines. That's what they did, and then told them to also leave after rescuing the civilians.
It's also it's basically that is basically just advanced parlay.
Yep.
It's like you have to follow the rule of parlay. What was his name?
He's going to start saying, I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request again.
I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means no.
What was the Ferengi? Nog. The Ferengi from Deep Space Nine won the Kobayashi Maru. By breaking it. Because
it's a very Ferengi thing to do.
Well, he entered into negotiations with the enemy captain, right?
Yeah.
And the negotiations became so complex that that it crashed. He literally crashed the program because it couldn't follow the negotiations that he was doing. It was too complex.
Yep.
And that's how he won. Because the program couldn't handle it.
How is that winning?
The whole point of the Kobayashi Maru is that the only people that win do it through technicality.
Yeah.
Like, Kirk just straight up cheats.
Yep.
Depending on the iteration, Kirk cheats in different ways. But that's what he does. He just cheats. And there are a handful of people that quote-unquote win by sacrificing themselves.
Yep.
Which is still like, yeah, you won, but you didn't, like, have a complete victory, right?
Yep.
And Nog did not actually resolve the situation through the negotiations. He just broke the program.
Yep.
But they consider that a win, quote-unquote. Like, you didn't really win, but you also didn't lose, so... But yeah, all of the Kobayashi Maru, like, victories are thinking outside the parameters of the program. And yeah. Anyway, the best version of that, in my opinion, is in TNG. When Data loses at a board game, like a fancy sci-fi board game, to this guy, and Data can't understand how he lost. And since he's an android, he basically refuses to do his job until he can figure out how he lost. Because it's mathematically impossible for him to have lost, right?
Yeah.
What was the answer?
Well, really, it's not a Kobayashi Maru. It's just Data has an intense crisis of faith. And a bunch of people try to help him understand. Right? But the episode, he breaks out of it when Captain Picard comes to his room and basically orders him back to the bridge. And then on his way out, explains the core tenet of the Kobayashi Maru to him. He's like, Commander Data, it is possible to make no mistakes and still lose. And Data does end up winning via technicality when he re-challenges the guy to the board game later by instead of trying to win, he just tried to come to a draw over and over and over until the guy got so frustrated that he left in rage.
Definitely not done that in Magic before.
And it's like, yeah, he didn't win, but it is quite literally a Kobayashi Maru episode, just framed differently. But that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's the exact same core idea. I like it because it's more organic, as opposed to the, like, you have to go take the test because you're at Starfleet Academy and this is the test they make you take. Everybody is required.
Yeah, I saw a clip from, I think it was Next Generation, where Data was, I think it was Next Generation, Data was captain and Worf was his first. And Worf was consistently undermining him by questioning every decision he made instead of just offering suggestions, and then once it was decided, that's what was done. And Data had a good conversation with Worf in the captain's quarters, like, hey, you can't undermine my decisions. Like, this is not going to work. If you are unable to, not do that as my first officer, you should, I am willing to put you back on weapons, and I will not notate it in your file as you were demoted. And Data's like, I hope this doesn't ruin our friendship. And then Worf is like, you were right. I should not do that. I am not going to do that again. And I hope, and it was I who has damaged our friendship, and I hope that we can still be friends. And Data's like, I would like that too.
Yeah. TNG is
a reasonable
so good.
Conversation.
TNG is so good.
Yeah.
Except when it's, like, really bad. But that doesn't happen very often.
Do you not want to play the flute, AWOL?
No, I don't want to play the fucking flute. Or worse, that episode of Deep Space Nine where they're playing children's games. I fucking hate that episode. It's so bad.
Also, what is Star Trek's obsession with making O'Brien suffer?
I don't know, but it's funny.
Seriously.
I mean, it became a running joke.
It's because he's ginger.
Like, it became a running joke in DS9 because people noticed how often it was happening. So then they just kept doing it.
Yeah. And then my favorite part was...
But also, what's his name? What is O'Brien's... the actor?
Holmes something?
Holmes something? O'Brien's actor is actually just a really good actor. And he can carry episodes, There's a bunch of DS9 episodes where he's, like, the only person on screen for most of the episode. And he just carries that shit.
Home meaning.
Yep,
That's
Home
it.
Meanie.
Can't believe I remembered that.
Like, that's
You know
something
the
that
funniest-
not very many characters in Star Trek can do. Like, Picard can do it. Patrick Stewart can carry episodes.
Yep.
But, like, I couldn't see... Like, there are Worf episodes, but usually they have a B-plot, too.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of Worf episodes that are like, this is a Klingon episode. Right? Like, it's not a Worf episode, it's a Klingon episode.
Yeah.
Worf is just there because he's a Klingon.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think my favorite, like, side O'Brien thing is the episode where the Ferengi are unionizing, and they're talking about his, like, great grandfather or whatever that was a union man, and they're talking at the end, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what happened to him? Oh yeah, he got murdered. They found his body in the river."
yeah, they found his body in
It's
the
like, oh,
river
no.
with concrete, like cinder
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah.
He was more than a hero. He was a
He was a
union man.
Man. Yeah. It's a classic episode.
That's a really good one. I like that Union one. I just really like oh god, what's the guy's name? Nog's dad. Quark's
I
cousin.
know you're talking about. I can't
brother.
think of their name.
What the fuck is his name? Oh my god. Hold on.
Rom.
Rom, that's it. Rom. I just really like seeing Rom say, workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. It's so good.
Yeah. I still think one of my favorite Klingon central episodes was the one where Riker was doing like, what was the exchange program with the Klingons?
Oh yeah,
like,
that's a good one.
They in the mess hall, and they're just like giving him a Klingon food, and then the first thing they do is rib him. It's like, well, if this isn't good enough for you, we can have one of the women breastfeed you.
I like the beginning of that episode when he's in the Enterprise 10 forward, trying all of the Klingon dishes so he can get used to them all before he gets like put on the ship.
Yep.
And then, of course, the only thing that surprises him is when he finds out that Gok is live.
Yeah.
Like, it's served live. You have to eat the worms live. And that was the one thing that he didn't know.
Yep. God, and then there was one of the episodes, I think Kira from DS9 was on a Klingon ship. I don't remember which Klingon, but she roasted him so badly.
She's basically a Klingon.
Yeah, and it was just, you know, my bed is empty by choice, but yours is just because of something. And I was like, damn, she fucking roasted him and called him a Klingon incel, basically. Mm-hmm. I was like, Jesus Christ, you can never recover from this.
There was an episode of Deep Space Nine where Worf is put on trial for blowing up a Klingon ship that the Empire was claiming was full of refugees.
Yep.
And basically find out that the whole thing is a smear campaign. It's all nonsense. The ship that they're claiming it was blown up previously. And they intentionally did this so it would look like Worf was a murderer and they could get him extradited to the Empire. But at the very end of the episode, so basically what happens is they're in combat and a ship decloaks right in front of them. And Worf is in command. And the ship decloaks right in front of them in like an attack like angle, right? And he orders the ship like destroyed, right?
Yeah.
And then that starts the whole thing of like, no, they were actually, it was a transport ship full of refugees, right? And at the end of the episode, Cisco asks Worf, decloak, as in like uncloak. It was invisible and then it wasn't. Cisco asks him like, so where did you fuck up, right? And Worf says, I shouldn't have taken the mission because he had like a bloodlust and he wasn't thinking clearly. Yeah, it is weird, but also all Klingon ships have cloaks, so it's not like super weird. It's just standard equipment.
Yep, yeah. So basically, Romulans and Klingons are allowed cloaking technology. Earth is not allowed any cloaking technology on their ships as part of the treaty.
Yeah.
Which,
But
of
like
course, they
Klingons,
tried to
is
test once,
bullshit.
and
it is
the ship
bullshit.
ended up inside of an asteroid.
It is bullshit, but it's also so for context, pretty much every single Romulan and Klingon ship has a cloaking device, even if it makes no sense.
Yep.
And Cisco says, he's like, yeah, you shouldn't have taken the mission. That was your first mistake. What was your second? And Worf says, I should have checked the target before I ordered the crew to open fire. And then Cisco reams him the fuck out. And he's like, you're goddamn right, you should have checked it. And the thing that he says that's really... The thing he says that is like the pertinent point of the entire episode and how it relates to like real life is that he says, we are Starfleet officers. Sometimes that means that we don't get to come home.
Yep.
Ultimately, like the whole point of the episode is you're a Starfleet officer. When you became a Starfleet officer, you made a vow to put other people's lives above your own. That means you don't just shoot at people if you think they might be a threat. Cough, cough, wink, wink. There's a plushie in the
Yep, I
driver's
noticed
in the
that.
passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
You've never
Yeah.
watched any Star Trek, Diane? Really? Also, Klingon and Roman, that's pretty funny. Considering the Romulans are basically just Romans.
God, I remember when they brought Tasha Yar back with the Romulans, and I'm like, for someone they wrote out of the show, they really like to bring her back all the freaking time.
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason they wrote her out is because she didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then she realized how much of a fucking mistake she made.
Yep.
And she was like, please. Yeah, those episodes are not that great. I mean, they're okay. I think that those episodes are carried by Spock and Leonard Nimoy.
Did you know Fandango's 404 pages are all movie quotes turned into 404 error messages?
I like that. That's nice. I like it when places do that. It's fun. We need a little more whimsy.
Yep. Yeah, it's
He's
To be
wild.
fair, I
Jim.
think Amazon started that.
Now, Amazon wasn't always an evil company. Most companies do not start as evil companies. Only some of them
Yeah.
do. Like Palantir.
Why do I know that name?
They're the surveillance company.
Hmm.
They're the people that are like, we want to surveil everyone 24/7.
Yep. You know, it's sort of like in Batman, where Lucius Fox is like, I can't work at Wayne Court while you have the ability to surveil every single person in the entire city using their cell phone. And then Bruce Wayne's like, that's exactly why I gave you control of the system. And, you know, basically, when you're done with it, you can blow it up because I'm not giving it to the government like I was contracted for.
Yeah, that shit's completely insane. And you can totally just do it with routers.
Yeah.
You can use Wi-Fi signals to map out rooms and people in them.
Yep.
It works. It doesn't work as well with newer routers with like 5G networks, it works a lot better because there's so much more data being transmitted. But if you have like an older router, it doesn't work as well. Or at least that's my understanding.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. But, nah, you can totally do it. And I'm sure you can do it with cell phones, too. Like, there's no reason why they can't, other than the resources that would be needed to manage software like that. Like, the hard part about spying on every person in America isn't the spying. It's, man, this is a lot of fucking data.
Yep.
What the fuck do we do with it all?
I mean, there definitely aren't a lot of data centers in Utah for this purpose. Definitely not.
Damn. Was that thunder?
Thunder and lightning.
It must have been. It was loud as fuck.
So you only need to panic if you start hearing the emergency message on your phone start going off after you hear
Sorry, I farted, she says. Diane, is it raining? And thundering?
Or if you hear a train.
Yeah. Or if your phone really starts pinging with emergency alerts. Get several in a row.
Or if the sky turns green.
Or if you start hearing zombie noises.
Which kind of zombie noises?
The kind that there's a horde of them outside your house trying to get in.
Yeah, but I mean, which kind of zombie noises? Are we talking like brainless, like moaning kind of noises? Or like, there's multiple kinds of zombies, is what I'm saying.
Zombies which are very dead, but also still retain some of their human abilities, so they know how to open doors.
Is Diana having a stroke?
I don't know. She does this. Just give her a minute, she'll reset.
Okay.
Pseudo reboot Diane.
I think she's listing off sounds. And zombie types. Like a liquor
God
from
damn it! I know what she's talking about. She's
Resident
talking about
Resident Evil.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Las
Resident Evil
Plagas.
2 and Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, Resident Evil zombie type, Las Plagas, liquor, chainsaw
Gotcha.
guy. Chainsaw guy is just Las Plagas with a chainsaw.
Yep. And then liquors are. I'm trying to remember how liquors are made.
They're just a
I think it's
bioweapon.
people. Execution.
They're not
is a
even
big guy.
zombies, they're bioweapons.
Yep. You know what's funny? In RE9, there's actually a screen that tells you how much each of the bioweapons can cost.
That's
so you can literally
crazy.
calculate how much damage you've done to their bottom line through the course of the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There were a
Spoilers?
ton
They
of
lost a lot of
bioweapons
money.
in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
There were
Spoilers,
so many.
RE9 cost them a lot of money. A lot. Has Diane played Resident Evil?
I don't know.
I'm starting to suspect Diane may have a lot of experience with Resident Evil.
It could also just be her husband.
Mhm.
Code Veronica. That is a Resident Evil game.
A Veronica that is coded.
One of the ones they need to remake because it's, like, old. Your sister played Resident Evil? Hmm. I see.
God damn it.
So, your sister's the cool one?
Damn.
Is that what you're saying?
So my coworker earlier sent me a gift from Schitt's Creek that just has the guy saying, "I just want a bathtub and a long extension cord after a long day and a program crashed at the very end of the day." And I replied back to him, "I fixed it." And I'm like, "Awesome. Also, don't do it. You have too much to live for. Dot dot dot. Like, GIF memes in work chat and dot dot dot. Your truck getting on Pimp My Ride." And then I put a GIF of a guy saying, "Sorry, I couldn't resist." Because I enabled people at work to post GIFs in work chat.
Oh.
Because I am a benevolent IT manager.
Did you see that? I mean, pretty much everybody saw that video of that judge being a dick.
Yep.
An ego-tripping dick.
Yep.
And then doubling down. IT guy came in to help the judge, like, fix a problem. And then the problem kind of just fixed itself. Because that happens sometimes.
Yep.
And the judge went on, like, a fucking ego trip.
Yep. Yeah, it's become such a problem. There's now, most states have a society of lawyers that are literally on call for same day. If the judges try to pull that shit on lawyers, they will show up and defend the lawyer in court.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
so,
that's insane.
The thing that he doubled down is a lawyer contacted him to be like, hey, you should really, like, apologize for all of this because it was very unprofessional and blah blah blah, right? And then the judge attempted to bring contempt charges or something similar against that lawyer.
Yep.
For having the gall to call him out. I don't think it was contempt charges. It was something else.
I think it was contempt. He wanted him to show up in court and face a charge of contempt.
But, like, what the fuck, man? Are you insane? I mean, clearly. Because he screamed at the fucking IT guy for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Is,
and it's like, I wonder why people don't trust judges as much anymore.
One of the only things you're not supposed to do. There are certain jobs you just don't ever scream at. Judge is one of them.
People who handle your food.
People who handle your food is another one. IT people is another one. Doctors is another one.
You really just shouldn't scream at
You really
anybody.
shouldn't scream at anybody. But, like, your own lawyer?
Yeah.
You shouldn't scream at your lawyer.
Yeah. It's like, it's always funny because IT tends to have the power to get into everything because everything is fucking tech now. So it's like, okay, great. You just pissed off the person who has the keys to the kingdom.
Pretty much. I need to take a break once we get to the next one so I can go check all the windows.
I'm probably done after this.
Oh, okay. Then I will end the stream after this and go check windows. Make sure that the rain's not getting in.
Have you considered smart homifying your window sensors?
Why would I do that? I have hands.
Then you wouldn't have to get up.
Okay, but I have to get up sometimes or I'm going to end up like fucking Wally.
That was literally the joke I was going for in a couple steps. God damn it.
Gotta get up sometimes.
But hear me out. What if we got you a motorized wheelchair that could take you upstairs?
Hello, Regulus. You caught us near the end. As soon as we finish this, we're going to stop. But it's good to see you nonetheless.
Also, if Diane beats you up, can you have somebody yell World Star Hip Hop while filming it?
Yay! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah!
We are the champions, my friend.
It is
Were you
clean.
really not there for these?
Nope. I didn't do that one or the previous one.
Mm.
Let me see
Did
if
you
I've
do
done
the
the next
ski
one.
place?
The Funhouse next, I have not done.
Mm. I think I did that one by myself, is why you didn't do that one. Adventure Time DLC comes out in 8 days.
Hey.
Excited.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I
Fun as
appreciate
always.
it.
Ye.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know what you're even talking about.
Adventure Time.
Oh. I've never seen Adventure Time.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
You should watch an
Anyway,
episode.
end of stream. Goodbye, everybody. I love you all.
Night
Butthole.
night.